What's up? UFC fight news. Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley just happened. It was expected. I'm gonna tell you why it was expected. It was expected because Tyron Woodley is older now. He's nearing his 40s if he's not already 40. Once an athlete, especially when it comes to MMA, boxing, or any kind of combat sport, once an athlete gets to 40, it's all downhill from there, man. Fighting is a young man's game. Okay, and if you're a girl, I don't even know if there are 40-year-old women fighting. Just the body doesn't respond to the training, the impact of the sport. Like, to get punched, your bone density, I'm not a doctor, but your bone density must substantially be different when you're 20 and when you're 40, or when you're 25 and you're 40. It's just not right to think about Colby Covington versus Woodley as if Woodley was in his prime. And that's why the legends who are able to fight in their 40 are legends, because they're able to do it. Like Mayweather, Pacquiao, right? George Foreman. These are fighters who fought into their 40s. So the one thing you got to take away from the Woodley Colby Covington fight is that Tyron Woodley was not in his prime. If Tyron Woodley was in his prime, he would have easily dominated Colby Covington with the ground and pound. So what's next for Covington? I didn't like that fight. It was an expected easy win for Covington because Woodley is not in his prime. Now let's go to Jorge Masvidal or Kamaru Usman versus Covington. Jorge Masvidal, he might be in the wrong weight class to be able to win the belt there, man. He's going up against monsters like Kamaru Usman, and he might need to drop down a weight class. That's up for debate, I know. But as far as a rematch between Covington and Usman, I don't see it going any different, just because the ground and pound of Usman is at its peak right now. Now give it a couple of years, maybe in a rematch in 2 years, maybe when Usman is slightly down the hill, it might go Covington's way. But if that fight happens anytime soon, it's going to be Usman all the way. That ground and pound game is too good. It's too dominant. It's very Randy Couture style. Ground and pound, wrestling. Wrestlers always dominate. You need to have a wrestling background if you want to become a UFC champion or one of the greats. You don't have to, I understand. You got Anderson Silva, who was a great striker, but just for that fight, it's going to go Usman. Other than that, that's your UFC fight news. Not too much is going on. Real quick, I want to tell you something about Colby Covington's his character. It's a character. He's really trying to sell. If you remember Conor McGregor versus Khabib, bad blood equals good business, and that's all Covington is trying to do. I don't know if he's that pro politics. I don't even know if he probably doesn't even care for politics that much. But just remember, bad blood equals good business, especially in the fight game, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to sell tickets. So I love you guys. That's your UFC fight news.